In November 2021, you became the highest paid living poet of all time when you sold the NFT Arcadia through Christie's for $525,000. I was wondering if you could read an excerpt from Arcadia and tell us a bit about the poem and this groundbreaking collaboration.
So Arcadia will be released as a full book soon. It's an 80 stanza long poem that is divided into 5 chapters, because who can read 80 stanzas in one go? And as you mentioned previously, it's sort of, I aim to explore the 21st century existential crisis, which is somewhat similar but still different from the 20th century existential crisis. I believe that in the 20th century, the big crisis was this turn towards atheism, this rejection of organized religion, and I celebrate that, and this like questioning of morality and purpose in a person's life. However, when this element of organized religion did leave a lot of lives, it left this void of meaning and habit in a lot of people. And what we see in the 21st century is that this void is trying to be filled with consumerism and sort of this need for worship has kind of translated from the worshipping of deities and gods, has translated into worshipping of brand culture and celebrities. I mean, we cast them in bronze and basically worship them, and we give them this undue influence over our lives. It's frankly frightening sometimes that we have these parasocial relationships with people who we've never met. Like we used to have these parasocial relationships with, again, like gods and deities, etc. So even though in the 21st century it seems less insidious, and I hope that it is, it distracts us from trying to find our own meaning, our own purpose.
There's so much idolatry.
Exactly, it distracts us from our path of our own sort of self-discovery, because it's so easy to just scroll through Instagram for hours. Why sit alone with your own thoughts for even just a couple of minutes if you can put on Netflix? We're so desperate to be distracted, entertained, and in a way, I don't blame anyone, because, you know, having a look around the world, my goodness, there isn't all that much that we can, you know, celebrate and embrace and be happy about. But if we distract ourselves away from that, we will never be able to fix that. We will never be able to fix and, you know, aid and quell our social ills and all these other evils that are going on, because why do something when you can do nothing instead? So that's really the message that I wish to get across in my work.